I greet you in the love and the light. I just wanted to talk to you about Project Bluebeam. Now, Project Bluebeam is the fake alien attack. They call this the end game. Bearing in mind, I just want you just to put this into perspective, right? Since the 60s, and possibly before then, the governments around the world knew that aliens existed, and yet never went public with it. Now, if you look at Donald Trump and Obama talking about it, just this year, and then late last year, I think, maybe it's not, but just this year, then all of a sudden, these aliens want to attack us. Do you understand? So the aliens have known about us all this time, and they just want to attack us now. It just doesn't make sense. Why didn't they do it then? Why didn't they do it when a couple of their crafts went down? Why didn't they do it then? Because they're not our enemies. Our enemies are our governments, our tyrannic governments. Now, I know this isn't going to see the day of light on YouTube, but I'm saying it anyway. It's not the aliens that want us dead or frightened. Yes, these negative aliens, yes, they do harvest humans for food. They call it sluice energy. The 13th family of the aliens, people. That's why it's a big secret. But most of them, certainly ones that have entered the fifth dimension. To enter the fifth dimension, you've got to be positive. The fourth dimensional reptilians stay in the fourth. They don't try and move up. And the fact, the service to self, so that they have to stay there. But who wants to stay in the fourth dimension? Although it's better than the third, it's still only a bridge density. You know, really, all the good stuff starts happening in the fifth. You know, so there's quite a lot of positive things going into the fourth, but we still got that doubt and element of separation, you know, from creator God, I and I, people. I and I. I know, like, I'm different and things like that. I get that bit. Different doesn't mean it's not true. The sun's has got this circle around it, or, you know, in it. It's not the whole circle, it's a small bit, like, you know, maybe it's half, I don't know how big it is. I've never visually seen it, but I've been told about it. And it's pointing at the earth. It's getting ready to go. With a big fat solar flash. I'm told it's in the birth canal. And also we've got massive amounts of light over the next 3 days heading to the earth. I forgot what it's called. Bear with me. Yeah. It was moving into the astral belt. I know that to be true. But into the astral belt, there's a massive piece of light going to bathe the earth for around 3 days. And this is coded light activating our dormant DNA, to activate our 12 core DNA strands, the 10 strands that have been spliced. This is going to help activate them. But before they do activate all of them, they've got to burn all the negativity away from us. Do you understand? Because we wouldn't be able to cope with it. We'd just pop off. We'd just die. Because we wouldn't be able to handle the high vibration. Stay calm, people. Stay loving. And that's the easiest way to enter it. To enter the fifth dimension. Where telekinesis, we don't use words no more. We use telepathic. We're all telepathic. We've always been telepathic. That's why we see all these strangenesses that go on and bits of information that we, thought streams that we download. That we're doing all the time and not realizing it. Just love people. It's the easiest way, people. I love people who try and be negative towards me. Someone's telling me barefaced lies yesterday, connected with my daughter, and I just feel sorry for them. That their world's that side of the dead say the truth. These are the negative beings I talk of. But, I used to dislike. Now I don't hate or dislike. I'm just nil to them. I don't have no emotions to them. Whether it's good or bad. I don't like that sort of talk. Lies and low-level jealousy and corruption and all that. Low-level emotions. I like operating in the higher emotions where we're not afraid to love. We're not afraid to be loving to people, So, I don't know what everyone else believes to be true, but the aliens aren't coming to attack us. And the ones that do have been doing it since day dot. That's why a lot of people disappear. That's why you see animals with all the blood taken out of them, with no puncture marks on. It's the race of reptilian Anunnaki, or we would call them the Dracos, from the Draco Constellation of planets, constellation of planets. The Dracos, who came to Earth looking for gold, to mine gold, and engineered us. But it was actually the Archons who give the technology to them, and now they're cloning, presidents and pop stars and influential people. They're killing and cloning them. So we can believe it's them still. That's why a lot of them haven't been arrested, because what's the point of arresting a clone? It wasn't them who did it. It was the negatives. And we send them Ras love, because love's the emotion that they can't handle. We send them love. I don't dislike them. I've got no emotion towards the negatives. Even the negative have a purpose. But we know what light is. We know what love is. Embrace yourselves in it, people, and just enjoy and smile at people, regardless of what really they say. Just be happy, be content, because everything and gratitude, Everything all comes from gratitude. You know, we're grateful for the millions of pounds come our way. We're grateful for the love that comes my way on a daily basis. We're grateful for every little thing. Look into my eyes, not around my eyes, into my eyes. No sleep. Mm, what a lovely little afternoon nap. So calm and so relaxed. Rising above the negative. Not above because I'm better. Always. We're just equal. You know, I might resonate at different vibrations, but I always try and keep on the positive side. From time to time, I have deep dived into the dark, just to see really what I don't want, you know. So becoming the things I want is easier because we don't know what we know we don't want, we don't to vibrate at, so we know how to keep away from the negativity. Godspeed to his people. God is within us all. He's not a he, she, it just it is. I think that's how we describe it. But it's hard to describe something so complex. That's everything. How do you describe something that is everything? You know, that, you know, water from all the elements, you know. It is complex, but nevertheless powerful. Thank you, people. Thank you for listening and watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you do, I'd be much grateful, much grateful. And I love you, people, with all my heart, more than words can ever come close. I love you with the feelings. I love you unconditionally. I love you as people. You know, be at one, because one's all there is. The law of one. Thank you, people.